What's up, gamers? We're live. Today we're doing Rocket League again. I'm Summer.
I'm Amelia, and tonight we are against. Oh my god, I already forgot.
We're against one of those schools, and we're going to do them real dirty.
Our
kidding.
varsity team is against the University of Fairbanks.
It's Alaska.
Yes.
Exactly.
I thought it was Alaska, but I didn't remember.
Those Alaskans, I better look out. I feel like there's a lot of Alaskans up in the Palouse area. I swear I've seen more Alaskans here than I ever have in my life. They're all fun. I had one. He was giving me trouble, and I said, you.
Okay.
He sat next to me and unprovoked just started roasting me. And then I was like, you know what, man? Where are you from? Alaska. Yeah, Alaskans, they just give like homeschooled energy.
Okay.
He didn't like that. He was really rude though, by the way.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fair.
Alaskans, they're funky. I like them.
Well, tonight, hopefully, actually, not hopefully, we will have just as much success as we did last week.
We will?
Yeah, we will.
Yes. Okay, sweet.
I have no doubts.
Now that I know we're set,
I learned positivity from Kaz.
I feel like I was positive.
No, I know. I'm the pessimistic one.
It took Kaz for you to be positive.
Not really, but
Here's off of the kickoff, and we're already really getting on the ball here. We've got Jack
Ooh.
O'Brien in right now, along with Boofless and Weedles for UI. Alaskans, we got. I'm gonna call him. Okay. No, actually, no, I'm not. That's gonna be a problem later. Just scored. I'm kidding, guys. I'm just testing the names. Oh yeah, we got Trevinator and Danos.
Boofless is going for the
Hoying.
Whoa, that was actually pretty close.
That was pretty boofy of them. That was crazy.
Jack O'Brien going for the shot, but it's deflected by
That was
Trevinator?
Danos with the block here.
Danos?
We really should have.
We
went
should
over
have discussed this,
before.
but we just saw their names
Hey.
before we began.
I just work
game.
here. I just work here. You know me. All right, yeah, we got Boofless really going in for the ball real quick here. Just chasing it. Got him moving around, trying to get some boosts.
Oh,
Demolitionalisted.
demolished.
All right, we got.
It's a Monday
Jack going
morning.
for the
Please forgive me. Oh wait.
It's the evening. All right, we got the
okay.
ball all the way across the field, and Weedles is gonna try and go in for that, and they lose control from the Alaskans.
Danos takes it, but then Boofless pushes it back into the opponent's side. We're doing great here.
Yeah, absolutely. We got
Hooey?
Huye.
Okay. I can do that. Weedles deflects and starts bringing it
dang
back
it.
towards the Fairbanks side of the arena, but bounces off the top there as
Whoa!
but
Jack
Jack
O'Brien with the score
O'Brien
down the center. Let's get a replay of that. Coming up, deflects it off the back wall, and Jack is able to pop it in. So
beautiful.
really good assist here by Boofless.
Here we are at the kickoff again. Let's see if we can get an advantage.
There we go. Yeah, we're off the
Oh!
bat, getting some collisions, stopping the ball from going anywhere. And it is rolling onto the Vandals' side.
But
and Weedles boots it out of there with Boofless tapping it back towards Weedles. Are we able to get a shot?
oh, it deflected,
goes
but
for
we
another
still have
shot.
control.
Yeah, it's just been deflecting constantly off the back wall. We aren't able to have quite as much control this time. Alaska's been very good with disrupting that. And so we're going to have a little more time we're going to have to take here to really catch our bearings.
Oh, that was such a close shot by Weedles. Demolished by Uwe.
Yeah, the Alaskans, they're definitely going for more shots on the Vandals and literally just putting them out of commission for the play.
Yeah.
A little more aggressive here, play style, than our previous opponents.
That was literally what I was just thinking.
Wow. That was very...
I was about to say that when you started saying it.
Oh, shoot. Oh, Boofless with a nice little block. We had some tapping over to the ball towards Vandals. Goal by Alaskans. We weren't allowing them to get into our bubble here.
Just the right placement by Boofless. to
Yeah,
get
that's
it out of
very
there.
good saves here. Yeah, exactly. And Jack and Boofless are able to go after the ball here, and it's slammed out by, I believe, Danos. And we go in for a nice shot. Hits off the back wall, but we are still able to keep pushing it back onto the Alaskan side. Swings over. Let's get some deflection off the wall and get it out of there. Keep it away from the Alaskans. Fairbanks is putting up a very good fight today. And we got
I'm
Boofless.
noticing that
Woo.
we're
We got
going.
an attempted shot by
Oh.
Uye. Uhuye.
They
Shoot,
match us
man.
very well. It's like we're
Ooh,
going.
Trevor over for the
Oh,
shot.
and it's
And
successful.
Gets it right, and we just weren't able to get there in time and block it.
The
we
score
see
is now
Jack
1-1.
Going for the save off the wall. We had 2 Vandals going for the save. We couldn't get it.
Just barely missed it.
Can we come up with an official? What are we calling UHUIE? I'm still.
I was saying
feeling
Uhuay.
Uguay?
No, Uhuay.
Master Uguay.
Master. No. Oh, Jack O'Brien went to go after the ball, but barely missed it. And Trevinator?
Nice block by Boofless here, booting it out of the Vandal side of the arena, and Jack going for a tap.
Oh, but
into
it's
the goal.
deflected.
Misses it.
Goes for again, but they just have a solid defense. Let's look at what.
Okay, all right, and yeah, we have Danos over in the goal trying to keep Vandals out, and we're having a lot more flying vehicles towards the ball, more mid-air attempts.
That
for
was such a
control.
close shot
Yeah,
done by
Uhuye
Uhuay.
Really went for that. Yeah,
Uhuye?
I think Uhuye is correct.
Uhuye?
I'm sorry, I keep thinking about that. I just really don't want to mess it up. They're gonna watch
I
this
know.
and be like, "What?
What are we
is this?"
doing?
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I really tried. Okay, and we have the ball near the center right here. Going
10
for a tap in by
seconds.
Jack. Oh, and
But
it's
Boofless
right off the side.
bounces it back into.
Yeah,
so
almost
much
got it
back
back
and
into
forth.
the Fairbanks territory, and we weren't able to get it.
Overtime.
Yeah, and here OT because we were tied up here. Off the bat, we're getting Boofless going for some boosts to see if they can get an advantage here. And it's already on the Fairbanks side. Jack is there, pushing it to the center.
Oh, but
Trevor
it's
boots it
deflected.
out. Yes, and we have Boofless going in for the shot and missing up in the air. And we got Weedles coming in to
Such a long shot, and I
engage with
think
that.
that's
Yeah.
the reason he wasn't able to get it. Blue was just closer.
exactly. And we got Trevor tapping it towards the goal, and Jack is able to boost it out and possibly bump it forward and isn't able to do so.
Oh,
Yay. Goes for the shot.
Thanks.
Weedles booting it out of there. Trevor goes in for defense.
We are actually really lucky that Weedles was there because that was heading straight
Trevor.
for the goal.
Woo. And Trevor, yeah, he managed to get it past a couple Vandals. Could have gotten into the goal there. I'm glad we were able to get that off the side. And back to control. And Trevor
flying.
booting across the way.
But
Jack is able to engage.
Oh,
and
nice
boost it out.
by Weedles.
All right, off the back wall. We are having a lot
Lots of back and forth.
Back and forth, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I am enjoying seeing a little more pushback. Wow, we have off the post shot. Ooh, we gotta get there. Vandals have to be there to block this.
We are already over a minute into overtime, and still not another point has been made.
Here we go. Jack is able to what am I trying to say? There's a word that's missing from my vocabulary that I'm really.
I know
needing.
it's like we know this word,
It's not
but like
engaged. Intercept.
Defense.
Intercept.
Oh, intercept.
That
too.
is the word, guys. Word of the day. Okay, let's get some more boost. Yeah, Jack is gonna save some boost and hopefully use that to his advantage here. All right, and Boofless with a nice tap from Huye.
But
And Trevor off the
Trevinator,
back wall.
very
trying to
aggressive
get it in the
plays by
center for a
Trevinator.
shot. Yeah, he's trying to hit off the back wall to see if he can get a nice shot in. Okay, we got
Oh,
Boofless going for the shot!
Nice! Good
Let's
job,
go!
Boofless! And despite the defense, I believe that's Huye.
Huye fumbled that ball and totally lost control.
He did have control over it. He just stopped the momentum, so he wasn't able to send it flying. And so Boofless was able to make that shot.
Well, I will say,
Beautiful.
if he had more control, he would have been able to boot it out back to his opponents. Yeah, and the production is going crazy right now. They're
Yeah,
loving to see
lots
what
of
we're
stress.
seeing. Woo! Yeah, Jack those really good plays.
Yeah,
by
look
the
at that
Vandals.
490, 5 shots, 3 shots, 1 shot. Everybody put their hand into that.
Exactly. Yeah, we had some assists.
I wish I could see some more assists, but that's fine too.
Yeah, great game today. Or great match. So I haven't seen personally Jack or Weedles play. I might have seen Boofless. I believe we have.
It was last week.
Was it Jack? Are these the same guys from last week?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
I think so.
Oh my god.
Are you thinking of the JV?
I might be thinking of the JV.
Because our JV is pretty awesome.
Oh, Jack O'Brien. Wait, it's coming back to me a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Jack
Weedles,
was
though.
our MVP
Yeah.
last week.
I need to rewatch that match.
Boofless was definitely there,
Never
and
forget
Weedles
Boofless.
was there.
Okay, and we are going to set up on our
Back to
end.
spectate.
Here we go. I can't believe. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe I've forgotten it. That's okay. And here we are at the kickoff with the next match here. Boofless off the bat.
Sends it
Some
flying.
great hits. Wow. It hits off the back wall of the Fairbanks.
Weedles takes control, but it's deflected by
Nice
the
block by
defense.
Danos. Yeah, Danos had a really nice save there. Huye hits it off the wall. Boofless tries to go to intercept and misses.
Weedles
Weedles here.
bounces, I guess.
You ever caught a Weedle in Pokemon Go?
I have, actually.
Oh, really? That's actually really cool.
They're cute. Okay.
All right, Weedles hitting at the midway. Back to the Fairbanks.
Boofless.
Boofless goes in for a slam. All 3 Fairbanks teammates were there for that
What?
reception. And we got a rolling back towards the Vandal goal. Come on,
What
guys.
was that?
Let's get some control back in here. Yeah, luckily we had the Fairbanks. One of the team
Oh,
members
that
just-
was very close to our
Oh,
goal.
come on. Get the save.
What?
Oh, and Boofless went in for a save, and they just weren't able to get it. We had a lot of separation there. We weren't able to come together as a team
Definitely.
and recollect for that. They just kept sending, like, play after play to kind of get us off of our feet.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not seeing the same cohesion that I saw last week.
I think
Last week they were able to bounce off of each other. They were able to just meld perfectly. This week it's a little disjointed. They don't have the same control that we saw.
at least now, like, they were a little more jumbled there. They got caught up in that heat of the moment. I think we just got to get a little more planted, dig our heels in. Let's get this caught up. I hope to see a team for the Vandals here. All right, and we get a lot of pressure over on the Vandals side. We're going to have to be more on the defensive this time. And Jack gets a great block here, try and gain control, and tries to tap it
Oh,
towards
but
Fairbanks.
Trevinator takes it. Boofless and him.
Oh, and he passes to
collide a little
Hui
bit.
for the shot.
Oh!
Weedles
that
is
was
able
so
to stop
close.
that momentum. We have another.
And Boofless
yeah,
takes it out of that danger zone.
Yeah, we had
Whew.
Trevor in there as well trying to get the shot. And look at that. We see we getting some impact on Boofless, and somebody else is able to take the ball away while they are targeting Boofless's car body.
Definitely a good match for our team.
Yeah, the Fairbanks team's been really good with just, like, shutting us down in
Oh!
terms of being able to execute our plays. And see, now we have Huye getting the shot here.
Yeah.
Off the wall. It's just a nice kind of pass it to him.
It just
And
went
Danos was
straight
able.
in.
Danos was going to go in there for the shot either way and get a.
Yeah.
He would have gotten an assist, but he managed to get that in
Mm-hmm.
off the bat. So I mean, it's a good play.
Can
by
we
Huye.
come back from this? Possibly. We're still in safe territory.
Yeah,
but-
it would even out the score. It would just be 1-1 for match score. And Weedles gets a pass back
demolished.
and shoots it out. Can we follow it up and get the ball into this goal? Sent over to the middle where Jack is able to pick up the ball and shoot it over to Boofless off of the wall. If we can get in the center there, Weedles might be able to really
Can
do
we
something.
reach?
Can
Can we
what's your-
reach the ball?
Off the back
We
wall.
reached, but
Taking the
Can we
ball
get
away from
back?
Fairbanks' control. Let's see if we can get some. All right, we got Jack popping it towards the goal. Can Weedles swing it back around? Back to the center. And Trev
And-
plays defense and is kicking it out. Now we have UI rotating towards the goal to try and get a block. Okay, we are able to keep them from getting a shot on the Vandals. And Weedles passes it over and
but it's
We had Jack
deflected
going in
by
for the
Trevinator.
barely misses that. That could have been a really good shot and gotten us back up on our feet. And now we're already back playing defense in the UI territory. Send it to the center. And Jack goes in for the shot. And we have
Beautiful.
one for the Vandals with 1:46 seconds on the clock.
It
We
is
may have
now
some time.
1-2.
Yeah, we might be able to get back up and possibly go into overtime here. What a great shot by Jack.
I will like to note that none of the 3 Fairbanks players were at the goal at the time. He completely bypassed their defenses, and I think that's going to be what we need to keep doing in order to get more goals, because their defense is just so solid.
Yes, and off the bat here we have Jack.
Oh!
He just rolled past the Fairbanks
He
team. Look here. We have him passing. Uye is
Complete
isn't able
control.
to hit the ball. And we have Danos going in for the block and fails. Trev follows quickly behind.
That's the control that I remember seeing last week, and
Yeah.
I hope this keeps going.
Yeah, with the Fairbanks team, like I said before, they've been going more aggressive with going for shots on our
Weedles.
actual players and disrupting. But I think we're finding some ways to kind of get away from that. And
Nice defense.
With a really good block as we go in with this kickoff.
And he keeps that control until Huye takes it back.
And Jack goes in for the shot, and Trev bounces it out of there.
But Weedles is ready.
Taps it off the back wall, and Buflis slams it out. Okay, a minute left. We're at 2-2. Maybe going to overtime. And Buflis goes in for a really nice shot. Good block by Uye. Yeah, if he was a little bit lower, we might have gotten it.
Yes, we can hear production.
I heard one of my production crew members say a comment, and I stole it from him. It was good commentary. I love it.
True.
Shout out production. Love you. Okay. All right, we're back and forth here. With 30 seconds back on the clock, can we keep the pressure up?
Or will we have to go into overtime for the 2nd game in a row?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see us win 2 overtime matches.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
but this is a little stressful. It's not good for my heart.
Yeah, we have Weedles stocking up some boosts. See if we can get a shot in here.
Oh!
And we have off the wall. Back and forth, back and forth. We have to go in for defense real quick. It is wide open. And we have slowed him down, Weedles. Breaking that momentum. And we are into overtime. That was a close call for the Vandals. We could have lost that there.
If you notice those front flips that Weedles was doing, those were actually forward dashes, I believe.
Yeah, it's forward dashing, saving up some boosts. See if we get it. And we got a shot.
Oh, but it's going to be slightly off.
Back wall.
But we can take it back.
Up? Come on. Jack swinging around into the defense. And the ball is coming back towards the center.
Being extremely aggressive here because we need that point if we want to win overtime.
Off the wall.
So close.
He tries to pass it to Jack.
We need a lot more communication here.
Yeah, we're seeing some great looping of defense and offensive rotations just to make sure we are ready for anything. And Jack swings it over towards Fairbanks,
for defense.
Back to the UI. And Buflis in the center going for the shot. And it is hit off to the left-hand side. Fairbanks, Huye is booting it back to the Vandals. Jack takes advantage of that.
Trevinator is very aggressive and does a lot of demolishing is what I'm noticing.
Absolutely.
Because, like, in the corner, I see it, like, almost every 20 seconds or so, just Trevinator demolished this player.
Trev has some really, really good aggression, and I think that's going to be good against the Vandals' play style, where we're juggling the ball more, and by slamming us, we can't juggle as much.
Yeah, we're definitely more of a technical-based team rather than just go for it.
Yeah, and I think they are aggressive, but they are a little more technical as well, just in terms of, all right, you go for the hit, I'm going to take the ball, and has been advantageous to keeping
Jack
the Alaskans keeping the pressure up on us. And we are still having a push back and forth, back and forth. We're at 1:40 seconds here into this overtime, and Danos goes in for the shot. It is blocked by Jack.
Takes that.
Slamming it out of there.
Good job,
Danos and
Buflis.
Uye are engaging with the ball up on the backside for some good defense. And Jack passes it over to the right-hand side to himself. Buflis may go in for the center here and go for the shot. Danos shuts him down. And we have
Weedles takes control of the ball. But Trevinator, once again, just going for that shot.
No! We went for the shot. We weren't quite able to get there. Buflis. But trying to save it here.
Weedles accidentally bumped it
Kinda-
into the goal.
It might have gotten tapped. And honestly, either way, I think it just would have kind of gone in.
Well, if he
'Cause
went
if
a
Buffalo's had
little
tapped
higher.
it higher, it might have been better. But
Yeah, so that was unfortunate, but we still have, what, 3 more games?
it'll be best.
One more game? Oh, I thought it was best out of 5. Is that a different
It's
one?
best out of 3.
3? Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, so we are now tied up, so we'll have our tiebreaker game
Whew.
in this next match. Whew.
So stressed.
Yeah, we had some
Look at
really
these
nice plays there.
scores.
481 score. Fairbanks has given us some really, given us a run for money and given us a lot of pressure. So,
Yes. This
Yeah, we'll have our
is
match
the
point
match point.
Okay, and now we are all joined up and ready in the lobby. And here are our kickoff, 5 minutes on the clock.
Starting with Boofless, he goes straight for the boost.
Exactly. Wheedles gets some contact on that kickoff.
Jack
Yay.
just ready, but it goes towards the goal, a little worrying. Boofless is there to take control.
All right, slams Trev out of the way. Danos taps it back off the wall. Wheedles slamming it towards Fairbanks.
Boofless has
go
it
for the tap!
and scores!
Boofless! That was so quick and clean.
Look at
Did you
this.
see it tapped in the air? Wheedles swings it up. Boofless, just a gentle tap right there. Right past the
Glorious.
defense.
I love that. I
Ouye
love
couldn't
that so
be there
much.
for that block.
Oh,
We are
so
up
I
one.
was right. It is best out of 5. I knew I wasn't going crazy. Even if we win this one, we still have to play another game.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. Thank you very much.
Okay.
More
I'm not
you
going
know.
crazy.
Ooh, Ouye went for a little slam down. Get the
But it
ball
was deflected.
Slam down. Yeah, and we are able to push that off.
Ooh, did you see that?
They've got
So,
some really good
there was-
engages with each other's characters. Oh, Jack went in for a possible score there, but they were shut down by.
I'd like to go
defense.
into detail on what happened a little bit up there. So Wheedles had the ball, and he was going forward. He had control, but one
Oh, Bruce
of
goes in for
the
the shot real quick.
Fairbanks players
Mm.
intercepted at just the right speed and the right angle to not demolish, but completely stop momentum and then take control of the ball, which very impressive. Sorry,
No,
that
there's
was a little bit
really
of
good
rant.
players here. Yeah, Boofless went in for a potential tap there through the defense of Fairbanks. Wasn't able to get there. Boofless taps it over to Wheedles, who loops around, and Jack engages. Got it thrown into the center. Trev!
Oh, Trevinator takes the opportunity.
Trev was in the center. We should have had one of the defense there to bounce it out. Unfortunately, it was passed directly to an offensively set Fairbanks player. Trev got a really nice shot in past the defense. Weren't able to loop around and stop that. We are tied now 1-1 at the kickoff. Jack engaging with Ouye.
Straight
able
to an
to
angle,
shoot it
which
straight
goes
into
to
Fairbanks.
Trev.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And now we have Trev and all of the
Oh, but who
Fairbanks players were
scores?
all already up on the ball and just all went in for this shot. Kind of pinched it in there. You see here we've got a 3-way shot in.
Yeah.
Jack and Wheedles were swinging around to engage. Could
That
not
was
get it.
unfortunate.
Quite unfortunate indeed. But it's been very close, which means we will
Nice.
always have some nice room to catch back up. And we've got Boofless here engaging with Ouye. And Jack falls back to play some defense. They're really breaking us up more here.
Mm-hmm.
I
They figured out our play style and how to counter it.
exactly.
which is
And
very
Trev goes in for the
important.
shot off the back, and
it's
it was
just
bumped towards
barely.
Trev. Trev could have bumped that in. We shut them down. Very great defensive play
Ooh.
by the Vandals. And Wheedles passes it over to Jack. Let's get it over to
And-
Boofless down the center. And
But
we are just
Ouye-
off enough that Ouye is able to take the ball back and shut us down. And Jack is
We
going
need to
engage
be
on
a
the
lot
backside.
more together if we want to get those points.
Yeah, and it's looking like
Oh,
we're just going back and
that
forth
was
from
so
defense
close.
to offense. And we're right off the back of the goal. We weren't quite able to get it in against Fairbanks.
Oh,
And Trev
Trevinator
right past our defense.
scores.
One of us got demolished. Here, one of the Vandals was demolished and just wasn't.
No, actually,
was part of the mission.
Boofless
Oh, I see Jack put.
demolished one
I
of
see,
their
I see it.
players.
Yeah, so
and-
we've had some demolition and still weren't able to shut him down.
Yeah, that was
Okay, so yeah, we are down to
3-1.
2 minutes 30 seconds. So we're not down
We
to the
haven't-
minute mark yet. So we might still have a shot at this if we can just get a couple hits in the next few minutes. We might need to have a little luck on our side to make this happen.
We might have to go through all 5 games.
Oh gosh. Hey, that's okay. I'll be here all night.
Me too.
All right, and Huye is passing it down to Danos, but it's booted out by the Vandals. Weedles with a great body block out of the goal. And Danos steals control from Boofless. Jack takes it back from him off the ceiling. Weedles slamming it out of there. And Boofless goes in for a really nice shot. Take a look at that. See, both times that both times that he's gotten a shot, I'm just like, oh, Boofless with the ball. And then,
And then it goes straight to the goal.
it goes straight into the goal. Get a look at that. Okay, so we're down 1 point now. We're on track, as I was saying. If we can just get a few quick goals, and we might be able to get this. Some great shots here by Boofless tonight. I'm happy to see it. Kind of switching it up a little bit.
That was so
and
close.
Weedles went in for a nice shot.
Let's see if Jack will take control of the ball.
Here we go. We got everybody swinging back to defense for the Vandals. And Weedles with the ball here. Danos shuts him down. Boofless down the center with the ball.
But it goes far,
so into Fairbanks. Yeah.
That's time.
Pass that down the center. Weedles might be able to get the shot here. Oh! Boofless!
And you saw it
ridiculous,
from
man.
air dribbling.
3-3. He bounces it off the ceiling and follows it. I thought he was passing.
No.
Passing it to himself off the ceiling. Come on, man.
He's on the ceiling, air dribbles, and bounces it practically straight into the goal with perfect control.
Shot,
we love that.
if I've ever seen one. All right, down the middle, Jack was trying to get it right into Fairbanks' goal and wasn't able to do so. Weedle's going in for a shot off the right-hand side of the Fairbanks goal. We're being way more aggressive here. We are in the Alaskan territory.
You know what I noticed?
A lot more this kickoff. Jack passes it down the middle to Boofless or... There we go. We got Weedles engaging with that. It's swinging it back towards the Fairbanks goal. Keep that pressure. Nice block by Trev. And... yeah, I believe Jack was passing it to the middle here. Weedles.
Look at that control right there by Danos.
Yeah, Danos was trying to really get some bats there. And Huye off the ceiling. The Vandals take it back from him. Trev's been chasing the ball. It just isn't able to get there as much.
Oh!
Wow. See, we've got some back and forth. Really nice pass back from the Vandals. And Boofless goes in for a shot here. Boofless has some crazy angles. Gets some really nice shots. Jack off the back wall. Swings around. And
go!
Shot!
Let's go,
With
Jack.
20 seconds on the clock, we are up a point. Can the Alaskans get one more point and put us into overtime? I'm not so sure. Take a look at that. If we could just hold them off for the last 20 seconds, we should be golden here and have a win up.
I think we can do it.
The Vandals. Yeah, and Trevor, he gets past the Vandals, and hopefully, here we are. Boofless going for the ball. Danos gets the shot.
I think I jinxed us that time.
Come on.
That time.
See, and I can't be with confidence say that we're gonna win this match with the crazy pressure from the Alaskans. What an amazing match. We are tied
seconds.
Up. 17 seconds.
Till possible overtime again.
All right, pass to Boofless, who we know he's been a crazy asset this time around. Huye with the ball. We got to get that away from him. He's been crazy with the ball as well.
Him and Trevinator, definitely.
Absolutely. Jack going in for the tap. Huye is able to slip past him. Boofless taps the ball, and Trev now has it going into the Vandals' territory, and it's blocked.
And we are in overtime once again for the third game in a row.
I'm glad we went into OT because I think that next tap by that Fairbanks could have been really bad for us with where the ball was set up. Okay, and we are hitting it out of Vandals' territory off the bat, really putting some pressure on the Alaskans.
Oh, but it's...
boots it out of there. Boofless bouncing it back for potentially Jack to grab. And
demolish.
And Boofless fall back onto the defensive, getting some boost saved up. Trev goes in for a nice pass down the center. Jack blocks off the wall. Here we are with Boofless in the center. Weedle's grabbing some more boosts. I'm really hoping we can get some nice blocks and keep them out. 36 seconds into this overtime match. We are now.
This is a lot of stress.
Really hanging out in the Vandals side. If we could just get that ball out of there.
That's what I'm wanting.
We got to quickly get that. Ooh, and Trev was going in for a nice hit there. Wasn't able to get it. Danos with some dribbling. And let's get that off the back wall and get that passed over
We
to
need just
Jack.
like a powerful hit right now.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need it launched.
Oh my gosh! And we tried to get a block.
Oh.
Weedles missed it.
Good job,
It's
Weedles.
okay.
Weedles has
is
been
there for some backup. Weedles has been amazing for backup this game. Boofless with a nice block off the ceiling. We're getting a lot of pressure by the Alaskans. I'm on the edge of my seat, literally and figuratively. Oh my goodness. They go in for another shot off the wall. Huye goes in for another shot.
Oh, but it's
Off
posted.
The post. Weedles gets it out of there. Can we take it?
No,
Okay,
it's still in
Weedles
our area, but Boofless
pulling back for
takes
defense.
control. Can he
Boofless!
get it?
Oh, goes over shot off the back wall. Push back into the Alaskan territory. We have to get out of the Vandals' side.
We
And
are.
Boofless goes for the
And
shot.
he goes for the shot. And he scores!
Let's go.
That is our second match
Boofless
won.
Third
Third match.
guy tonight. Off the post. Trev went in for a crazy block. He couldn't get it.
It is. We won that game
Gosh,
5-4. That is the second match
you
out of
Hitting me.
5 that we won.
I love this game.
So it is now 2-1. We need to win one more before we win the entire thing, and that's
Boofless,
what we're shooting for.
you
Yes, that
animal.
was beautiful.
Score of 800. 4 goals. 2 saves. Weedles, we had 3 saves from Weedles. We have to thank Weedles.
I know. That's
Don't
what I
forget
was
about
thinking
him
too.
being on that crazy defense.
Yeah, show your support for Weedles. He was amazing every time.
Weedles was able to loop
And
really quickly
it
and get some
doesn't-
good blocks, and Jack was
yeah.
a great mid, just going back and forth and being exactly where they needed him to be to
On
get
the
this win.
opposing side, I will like to note, Trevinator had 7 shots.
Trevinator was nasty.
He was.
Trev was a force to be reckoned with. Wow. I'm so pumped. I love sports.
I do too.
It's awesome. Nothing's funner than screaming at the TV for sports, and I get to do this as my job. Are you serious, man? Get a lot of that. We're having the
All
kickoff
right.
here on Game 4.
Possibly
have
the
2
last
wins.
one, as this is the Vandal match point.
It will be. And we're already pushing into Alaskan territory. Weedle's going in for a tap, and it gets swung back to Weedles at the center of the field.
Oh! Trevinator demolishes Boofless, once again seeing that aggression. Not that it's a bad thing, I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And we have Jack out on the Vandals side going in for a little defense.
Weedles.
And now we have swung around to the Alaskan side. Weedles is pulling back for
I'm
some defense.
I'm liking
mission
what I'm
back up
seeing here.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot more of Weedle or Jack in particular will fall back once we've got 2 in the center, just so that if the ball gets ricocheted back, we can
Boofless
shoot it forward. And
scores!
Boofless gets another shot.
Here's that replay. Look
Keeping
at
that
this.
momentum here.
From
Boofless really good tap past Trev and Huye. Weren't able to get the block. Danos was too slow. If Danos had been a little faster, might have been able to get a nice block.
and
Couldn't
it's
beat
really
Boof.
good point to it's really good to point out the fact that Boofless always follows his shots, which is
That is a
really
very good
important
point.
in this game and in soccer. If
Yeah.
you don't follow your shots, there's a really high chance of you just not getting the ball or the team or the
Mhm.
opposing team stealing it.
Exactly. Yeah, Boofless has been following loops and is able to also fall back to defense if needed. Because when you only have 3 players, you have to be able to get there fast. Yeah, Whittle's getting some boost here. Jack pushing down the middle, and it's wide open. Get past Huye.
Other than Huye.
Blocks.
Such good defense by Huye. I got to say that.
We have to give that to him. And we got Weedles hitting it off the side of the wall. And Jack
Oh,
goes
and it
back
goes
for
straight.
a block, and Danos is getting it past him. We were too deep into the goal to come out and get that and meet that. So yeah, Jack got slammed into the goal I see here now by
I think
one of the
Trevinator
Fairbanks.
planned that.
That was really good, actually, just to push him so he can't block. Hey, all right, we are tied up 1-1.
Oh.
Jack and Trev with some great impact at the kickoff. Boofless tries to go in.
Oh, no.
Boofless trying to intercept that ball, and it got right past him.
An assist from Trevinator for Danos to get that shot. And unfortunately, Boofless just wasn't in the right spot.
Yeah, they had some nice bounce on that. It was able to fly past the defense, and they are up 2. And Vandals here with 1 point. And Weedles pops it
We
over.
like that start.
And we are over already on the Vandal side. Trev going in for a shot down the center to pass to Huye. And we have Boofless shutting that down. Jack is there to meet them. Boofless off the back wall.
Just
Try and follow
watching,
the
waiting
ball.
for his turn.
Exactly, yeah. And Booth is going to kind of tie over here, create a U to see if they can loop back in case the ball gets passed, so no center shots can be made by the Fairbanks.
Which
All
we
right, Booth is
obviously
switched
saw
around.
that they will take those shots.
Mm-hmm. And Weedles boots it back across to the Fairbanks side. We have Weedles, Jack, and Boothless resetting.
There
here,
is not
grabbing some
follow-up
boosts.
to that pass forward.
Yeah, they're taking that time just to kind of reset. We have a slam here on the Vandals side. Boothless tries to pass it over the center. And Weedles is looping around while Jack tries to follow the ball. It's hit off the back. Huye now with the ball.
Weedles saves.
All right. Yeah, and I think it's more the Vandals getting their bearings here.
I really shouldn't be in control of the
Looks like-
camera.
Oh, you're doing amazing.
No, I'm not.
I love not having to do that, so whatever you do, I'm happy with. Boothless goes in for a possible shot, blocked by Trev. We have some chasing with Weedles and Booth, following up the ball. Jack passes it over to Weedles.
Not who I wanted to
And-
get to.
Ooh, we are over on the Vandals side.
Oh,
Quickly
no.
Trying to block. Trev hits it.
Weedles
Oh,
saves.
Danos hit it off the side. Thank goodness he missed that, because we were not there in time to play some efficient defense.
Weedles thankfully saved that.
All right.
Boofless goes up to attack, but can't
Trev
get the
passes it
ball
past
from
him.
Trevinator.
Mm-hmm.
Weedles is here, just clashing on that midline. Here's Jack
We got
heading
Trev passing
back.
into the center. And Jack.
Oh,
Oh, great block by the lead Boofless.
yeah, Boofless is the one that was able to take that.
That was great.
Had control of the ball for a little bit, but then Trevinator takes control again.
Exactly. And center's
I'm-
wide open. And Boof can get a nice tap in. He might be able to
Oh,
get that
so
off the
close.
back. Not quite able to get there. Weedle's rotating back behind to the midline and pushing forward now to engage with the
Oh.
ball. Weedle's goes in for the shot.
Oh,
Not quite able to get there. We have a minute remaining for the Vandals to really get back up. And I think we might go into overtime here.
we might have to go for a fifth game.
Yeah, and Poofless hits the ball over to the Vandal side, or the Fairbanks side. It hits off the back wall. Weedles tries to pass it down to Boofless, who isn't able to get there quite in time. Jack falls back while Dano slams the ball towards Vandal's side.
All three of
Oh,
Our
Huya goes in for a possible
Vandals.
shot, and Trev follows up. And they are luckily not getting those angles right and able to get the ball in. Lucky for us. Danos
is
hits the ball
stressing
back.
me out
Boofless
way
tries to go in for a
too
shot, and it
much.
bounces off the body of the car. He isn't able to
The
get
goal
that
is
in.
completely open right now, which we
Danos-
don't like.
Is slammed by Jack from the back. Isn't able to keep pushing with the ball. Now on the Fairbanks side, the Vandals are rotating. Jack is able to go and get that ball tapped
10
towards
seconds
the center.
before
Huye now has the ball. Can they keep it away?
Oh!
Trev goes for his possible shot. Keeps it in the air. Can we keep it? And Huye, taps it down. Almost got a shot there. So now we are tied.
2-2. We have one more game. That will be the tiebreaker and the match point.
Wow, yeah, Danos had 2 goals here. Both of the goals for Fairbanks.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
So now we are going to go for game 5. Oh, are we going to take a break here? Okay, 5-minute break. Okay.
Are we taking a break?
Okay, so yeah, we will be taking a break here in a minute. Kind of like
Yes. So
a timeout.
pause, get a drink of water, get something to eat, come back for the. Oh, Welcome back. We haven't started the next and final match of this. Final game of this match. That's what I meant to say. We haven't started that yet, but that'll be coming up in another minute or so. How are you feeling so far?
I had some caffeine before I came in here. If it isn't apparent, my heart's racing a little bit. Feeling like running laps. Got a good adrenaline high here.
That's good.
Or it's caffeine. I don't know. Wait, hang on. Isn't a game also a match?
The games,
whole thing a series?
The whole thing, as far as I know, the whole thing is a match. Or is it a series? One of the two. And then each individual game is a game.
Word.
I think.
We'll double check on that one.
Anyway.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm seeing if I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have to kick off?
Who the hell knows?
Weedles is able to get the ball.
Good job, Boofless.
I saw Weedles slamming into Fairbanks, and now Fairbanks has it back on our side off the bat. Trev going for the shot. Oh,
Trevinator gets the score right off the bat. That is not the best start to this final game.
We had Weedles and Boofless. They were trying to come back around and swing and engage with that. Trev was really fast to find a pocket of weakness and take a point up on us.
Yeah, that was painful.
This is making me nervous.
So
okay, Weedles hits the ball, and Danos is able to take that from him. And we are now the center here. Boofless going in for
shot,
misses!
And straight to the goal!
Great shot. Boofless has the eyes to see every single
see
possibility when he has the ball in front of him. Look at that tap. Trev with the freaking miss.
Could not get there soon enough. Boofless takes the shot and scores. We love to see it.
I love Boofless so much. I'm your biggest fan.
Is this going to be a Kaz on the Smash tournament situation?
I didn't hear.
Let's just
Kaz
say
fangirling?
Kaz was fangirling over... I wasn't talking about Diggs, okay? I was talking about Phoenix.
Oh my gosh.
He was fangirling over Hunter, the MVP of
I'm going to fangirl over Boofless here. This is
okay.
crazy. I love Boofless.
Reasonable.
I'm going to get their autograph. All right. Yeah, and we aren't having any crazy plays here with the ball. Trev and Boofless in particular have been really hitting the ball back and forth. And Weedles is back in the goal. And we are rotating to have Boofless now on our goal while Jack and Weedles are trying to get that ball control. And Boofless tried to go in for a shot overhead. We are rotating now. Weedles is being really quick to see if we can engage with the ball and keep it away from the Fairbanks. Whoa! Off the back corner. Great block.
Weedles
I'm glad he's able to come around and block that.
He is the most solid defense I've seen.
Weedles defense MVP, baby.
Whew.
I'm just going to fangirl for the Vandals. Let's go. Hey, I'm just a big old fangirl. What can I say? That's why I'm yelling at this game right now.
Now let's see.
Right, we gotta pass
Boofless
up.
over here.
See if we can follow that up. Okay, we have Weedles and Boofless over on the Fairbanks side, and Jack keeps it there, off the wall. Got to pass. Can we tap it in? And we missed.
Oh, just
Boofless
barely.
off the back wall. It's okay. There wasn't quite a good enough setup here for that. Weedles hanging back.
Oh, Boofless sends it back.
And slammed out. I think Huye or Danos was able to get that out. Danos is following the ball with Jack. And Trev boots it.
Jack
back.
O'Brien is
Jack's
next to
shutting
the
him
ball.
down. Boofless swings it over to the center. Weedles is able to hit that towards the goal off the back wall. Can Jack go in for the shot?
Oh, no.
Blocked by Trev.
Sorry, I'd like to correct something that I said earlier. It was not
Jack down the center.
Weedles.
Oh, and it goes towards the Vandals.
It was Zachman, Captain Bing Bong, and
Boofless
Jack O'Brien
blocking.
last week.
What was that?
Oh!
Oh! With the shot. I'm sorry. I was trying to listen to you and shoutcast.
No, you were right to focus on the game. I was just correcting something that I said earlier.
Okay,
the
Boofless,
players
great.
last week were Captain Bing Bong, Jack O'Brien, and Zachman.
Yeah.
You were right. I was wrong.
Gaslit me. No, it's okay. I gaslit someone yesterday on accident by telling them that a monarchy was when men were in charge. That's a patriarchy. I felt so bad.
Monarchies usually have the men in charge.
Wait, is it not men? Wait. Is it patriarchy? Oh, that's...
Monarchy is with the
Wait,
king
wait,
and
wait.
queen. Patriarchy is when men are dominant
Men.
in society, and matriarchy is when women are dominant
Oh!
in society.
Oh, dang it. So I didn't gaslight her. I'm just an idiot. That's okay.
Monarchy is royalty.
Gosh, dang it. Okay. Monarchy.
So it's usually
Well, but
men.
monarchy wouldn't typically be the king, but the king's in charge. The queen doesn't get to be in charge.
Uh,
Oh, wait, we had Queen Elizabeth.
it
I'm just going to
depends.
shut up. Don't listen to me, actually.
Yeah, it depends.
Guys, don't listen to me. Sorry, back to the game.
little bit of history lessons there. Sociology. Wait,
Idiot
right?
lessons. Don't listen to Summer.
Boofless over here with the deflect straight to the midfield, but it's taken back by Danos.
Yes.
I
Boofa's
keep-
going in for the
Oh!
Nice! Caught up 2-2. A minute left on the clock.
I should
We
really
have to
just
quickly
stay
get
on
one more
Boofless.
shot to win this. We are still head to head.
I should
Boofless.
straight in with just a tap. Literally just fronts into a tap.
I'm stunned.
I should just stay on Boofless.
honestly. Well, if you want.
Look
Hey,
at
Boofa's
this.
already getting some contact with the ball. Huye swings it over him towards the Vandals center. Jack is able to swing it up on the right-hand side. If we can kind of keep it away from the center, we've seen a lot of plays from that middle from Alaska. We want to prevent that. A little more here.
Boofless
is
just
rotating around.
demolishes Danos. Yes.
You're doing great.
Yeah. We're
All right,
good.
and Jack off the back wall. And Danos takes control. Boofless goes for
Boofless
a shot!
straight!
Yeah!
Oh my gosh!
I'm sorry, guys. I'm blowing out your ears. I don't care. You should come here in person and spectate
All
this. It's awesome.
3 of the goals we
Boofless.
currently have are from
Chill.
Boofless.
Boofless, chill. 45 seconds on the clock. We just have to play some good defense. Maybe get one more point up. Keep that pressure. We can take this tournament here.
For people
For
who
the
we want to
series.
interview after this, I say Boofless.
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 Love Boofless. Boofless. Already here. Taking the ball off the ceiling. Got a shot ricocheted over to him.
Wheedles goes
Swing it
for
back.
it.
Weedles is running in here. So you can get a
Oh,
shot.
but
Trevor was able to
misses.
shoot that away.
But
Trevor's been good for
Boofless-
shutting down the Vandals from getting some nice shots in. Danos hits the ball back towards Jack. Near the center, it is ricocheting onto the back wall.
Oh!
Danos!
Do you
With the shot. I totally thought that was going to hit the back wall.
That was
Boofless
from
was going in for some
practically
defense.
all the way
And wasn't able to save it in time. And Wheedles also just a little too slow. We're tied up 3-3. 18 seconds on the clock. Come on, guys.
We're probably gonna have to go OT again.
Let's go, boys.
Oh, that is
We
unfortunate.
have to get this Jack Falls back.
We-
for some
that's
defense.
gonna go-
Who goes for the
Oh!
tap? Wheedles boots it out. 10 seconds left on the clock. Can we get a tap in? Wheedles takes it down the center. And
Bounces.
still in the air. Keep it up. Huye slams it down. We're
It's
OT.
overtime again.
Tied 3-3. Say your prayers, do whoever you believe in. We got to get this for the Vandals. And Wheedles.
Oh, we are
engaging. We're
in the
pushing it already onto
offensive.
the Alaskan side. Can we keep it there?
Boofless!
Oh, but Huye blocks. Jack follows it back up towards the center. And Danos swings it out to the left side.
Wheedles defense.
swings it back off the back
But
wall.
Huye is
goes,
there.
taps it. Boofless off the wall again. If Jack or somebody can come down the center, we might be able to get a shot. Jack goes for a shot over here on the left side.
Oh, this
of
is
the
so
Fairbanks.
stressful.
I hate this, but I love it so much. And okay, it gets slammed over to the Vandal side. We have to get that out of here. We cannot
But
allow
Wheedles
them
goes
to
for
take
control.
Because
Trevinator tries.
Once Trev and Danos put pressure on us when we're on defensive side, it could be really a struggle for us to gain our bearings and get back into the offensive. Trev goes for a shot.
Oh, but it
Off the
misses.
back wall. If Jack can please get it out. We push it to the center. Boofless might be able to go and engage with that. Goes for a block.
Oh, God.
Wheedles off the
This
left
is
side.
too much.
Hit it back up off the air.
We are
Off
in
in
their
there. What am I
offensive
saying?
area, but
Come on.
it's sent back almost immediately. We need to take that control. We need that
Gosh,
field
Trev
control.
slams it away from. All right, and Boofless is gonna see if he can swing around and take that ball and kick it out of there. Oh,
But
and
he
it is shut
misses, and
down.
it just goes
Oh,
straight.
we have a shot!
Oh
Oh,
At
yay!
1 minute. At 1 minute and
Yay.
22 seconds,
With the final shot for the
Huye
match,
gets
Wheedles
the
couldn't quite get that block right past him. And
which
Alaska
unfortunately means that
wins the series.
yes. Actually, you know,
Of
I like the
games.
sound of series better.
It makes sense in my head.
Yeah.
I think.
So
Well, so did
this
Monarchy,
series,
but that didn't work out. So We'll have to check.
From the score being 2-3,
Man.
the University of Alaska Fairbanks wins this series.
Alright.
The look on my face is not the most pleasant, but I don't like
I'm
losing.
a little heartbroken. I was ready to, I don't know, just like put my hand through the TV. Yeah!
I will say that I'm really proud of our Vandals anyway.
That was a fun match. I'd rather we
Yes.
have a match like that head to head than we get we curb stomp them. That was awesome.
Though
That was
curb
really,
stomping can be quite amusing
I mean,
too.
it's fun, but this was way more fun.
Yes,
in my opinion. That
it's
was
a
really
lot
good
more
game.
intense.
Yeah, Alaska gave us a lot of gave us a run for our money. With that series, that was really awesome. And despite us not winning, I've seen some of the best plays
Yes.
possible from our Rocket League team here tonight.
Yes.
Varsity has been incredible, and we will have a JV team match or series here
Coming up soon.
pretty soon here. Yeah, so we're gonna take a break. We will see you guys very shortly. Stay tuned for that.
It's going to be very interesting.
It
So
will be. We will
have
see
fun.
you guys.
So you might have noticed a little switcheroo here.
Yeah. Hi guys. I'm your host for tonight, Kaz Phoenix, which is something I never thought I'd be able to say, because I talk too much for this job.
Actually, that is perfect.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I was also here for the varsity match. I was just behind the camera, but don't worry, I saw all of that juicy action. And while our loss was indeed unfortunate, it was a very good game for both sides. But we actually have a very special event tonight. Our neighboring college, Washington State University, across the border in Pullman, Washington, has come over to play Rocket League with our JV team.
In person.
In person. Our first in-person event in the
yay.
lab, in our very underdeveloped esports lab.
It's getting better. It's
Wh-
going to look
It's
better and better.
Yes. By the end of the semester, we will have everything I need, I hope.
Everything you need.
Oh, did I say I need? I
Yeah.
meant we need.
Team effort.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I do barely anything here. I'm kind of the weak link.
But
This
it's
is all
also
I
nice to be here on a Monday, which sounds strange,
I don't
but
like
I'm also
Mondays.
not here on. I usually don't stream Rocket League.
Oh, that is true. You don't. So this
and
is
I
novel.
just like including myself and stuff.
It's fun, and we enjoy having you here. So
I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Amelia. Now, obviously, with the implications of me sitting in this spot and Amelia sitting in that spot.
you probably haven't figured out the implications of the spots at all because we haven't made it really obvious.
Well, we try, but it's kind of inconsistent. So
Yeah.
eventually, we're gonna figure it out at some point. But instead of me sitting on the, I guess what would be left of you.
This is left.
So usually I'm sitting on the left of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but instead I'm sitting on the right, which means that Amelia will be doing the play-by-plays for
Yeah.
tonight.
So you guys get to enjoy my talking. Our production team is still making fun of us. Okay, we're still getting ready, so you're gonna have to deal with our faces for a little bit
Well, that's
longer.
okay. We are darling, stunning.
You maybe. I have to put on like a pound of makeup to even look like a human.
I probably also do. I'm just broke and can't afford makeup. Thanks, Kaz. I
Yes.
really appreciate that. Our production our PA just called me pretty, so I'll
Yes.
that's all the validation I need for tonight. I think I'm set actually just for the rest of the month, maybe.
So I'm really excited for this match, especially since last week and the practice match beforehand, just utter domination by our junior varsity team. This week shouldn't be any different, not to offend our Washington compatriots, but honestly, I haven't seen them play, and I've seen our JV play, and I'm rather confident.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can't hear me.
I could absolutely say the same here. Both our JV and our varsity teams are absolutely stellar players. I probably say this with every team, and I'm going to keep saying it until I die. I am continuously
Oh yeah, what
impressed.
about Overwatch?
We don't talk about Overwatch, okay? See, I don't cast Overwatch anyway. I mean,
I don't either.
technically I'm supposed to, but no one casts for Overwatch. We just run the Overwatch streams, and that's why we don't talk about it. Yeah. What's Overwatch? Never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I am continuously impressed with the gameplay that I see from all of our players here at the Vandal Esports Lab, and I'm very excited to get to cast for a team that I haven't casted for, except Amelia is going to be doing the casting. I'm just going to sit here looking pretty.
Oh no, you can talk. You can talk. I promise you can talk. Please. I need to be interrupted. Sometimes
Like, I
talk
can't do
too
this
long.
alone. Please, please.
Yeah, so do you know what happened last week?
No.
So our junior varsity won all 3 games without a single point being scored on them.
Oh, my God.
That is how good our JV is.
Wow.
So I have very high hopes for this match.
Our
And
JV
wow,
team,
this is taking a long time.
They're not even a JV team. They're just varsity 2.
Yes, they are varsity number 2. And you will be seeing that in action tonight. So look forward to that. Oh, and make sure to stick around even after the match because we are going to have not one, but 2 interviews, one with one of our players and one with a WSU player. So that's going to be tons of fun.
Now, while we are still trying to fill out for time, I must make a public service announcement, which is not really a public service announcement. It's more of just a, hey guys, I screwed up. I'm sorry. Kaz, our production assistant slash manager, he's pretty much just our producer. I don't know why I keep calling him different things. Has kept telling me that the channel has hit affiliate, which it has, and I was not wrong about that, so that's good. But I keep telling everybody to like go subscribe and use Twitch Prime and stuff like that. Except we don't have a subscribe button. You probably notice that every time I talk about, oh, go subscribe. You know, you can do that. You can give us money. You probably notice that. But we're still trying to get some things together so that we can have a subscribe button. And because we are an organization and not an individual person, kind of makes those things a little difficult. But we promise that we are working on it. We promise that you will be able to give us money soon. And we promise that there will be other ways to show your support for our esports program.
Like commenting, please. Text in the chat. We love that.
Oh yeah, Kaz, can you put the chat on our on our other monitor? What? Oh wait, can't you just like you can bring pop-up chat on the other one? I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So we will be starting soon. It should not be longer than a few minutes.
I'm sure like you can open the stream and then just like do pop-out chat. I don't know if viewers can do pop-out chat.
Yes. So our coach right now is getting us into
Wow, I look disgusting.
the game.
Damn.
And I'd like oh, that's not fun. Okay. Sorry, I just saw myself on screen. I apologize to all the viewers. But we are now in the game. Can you press spectate?
Yep. Give me a second. I'm sorry.
Thank you. And we are now ready, but still waiting for the match to start up. So, can you, so my computer's over there, and it has all the information on
Yeah, now
our
you gotta have it on
JV.
your side, because we have switched
Because
sides.
Didn't move things, and technically this is the host's information.
Yeah.
So we shall get into the interviews that I've done.
Yeah, now this is the part where I'm supposed to ask you what you're expecting from our players tonight, and
Oh, I'm expecting greatness.
oh yeah, well,
So that's
you've made that very clear. Absolutely.
I don't need anything else.
But what can you tell me about our JV team in general? What do you know
Okay.
about our players and how they have performed previously?
It really depends on who our coach, Great Britain, puts on. So as you probably realize, we have 6 players, 3 alternates and 3 main. So last week we had Dub the Boss, Tomir, and Pinhead. The players that weren't playing were Sarah, Yoshinator, and a third player that I don't have on here, or I don't have their username on here. I have them, just not their username, and we don't get into that. But anyway, Tomir and Dub the Boss are really good players. So Pinhead is great on the assist. You can always see Pinhead, he'll come in, bounce the ball, and Tomir and Dub the Boss can capitalize and get that shot. Almost every time it works. It's beautiful. We love that. Dub the Boss is really aggressive. He's primarily offense. Tomir is a really good midfielder, or this game's version of the midfielder. So he'll be up playing offense, shooting those goals, stealing, taking control of the ball. But the next moment, the moment he loses the ball, if he does, he goes zooming back to defense faster than I can even blink. And he is on our goal, defense all the way, 100%. You remember what you saw in defense from our varsity team?
Yes, I do. Very,
WSU,
very well.
how they did defense? He does that by himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
As a JV player.
That's what I see from Tomir. He's really good. So I really hope that's the team we're going with. But if we're not, I know Sarah is really good as a midfielder like Tomir. So she can take up that role. And let's see. From what I remember from the scrims, Yoshinator kind of takes a more defensive role. He's not like Pinhead and does the assist as much. He usually stays back, which I think could be worked on because in this game with only 3 players, you need to be able to do both defense and offense. But other than that, what I'm expecting is Dub the Boss, Tomir, and Pinhead again. Maybe Sarah switching out. And don't... What? Well, that's unfortunate. So, there's some technical issues, so you're going to be stuck with us for a little bit.
That is screen on us. Have I just been awkwardly looking at Amelia the entire time? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, I don't think you have to keep it there while we try to figure this out.
I don't care.
Ah.
So,
I mean, if we're waiting around, we're waiting around. Can't do much about that, you know?
can we get some updates from the coach? Sorry for the silence. We're just looking at what's going on. We're back to spectate, but I don't know if we're... Yeah, it looks like they're working out the technical issues on the game's end. But back to what I'm expecting. Dub the Boss is going to be really aggressive. Tomir's going to be supporting and taking those shots. And Pinhead's going to be up in those assists. Really good with saves, assists, and passing. That's what he's going to do. He's going to be like that dark horse that you don't see the entire game until he's where he wants to be. He just pops out of nowhere and just completely flips the game.
You know what? Something I really like about how you describe our players is that you have really good analogies for their performances and the kind of energy that they bring to their gameplay. And I really admire that. It really helps paint a picture.
Thank you. I'm a creative writer at heart. I like my...
I'm just going to look at you because I know what that means, but I don't know if our viewers know what that means. So for now, I'm just going to keep it between this look right here.
Hey, legitimately, I am working on books.
No,
it's one. It's one.
No.
It is one.
I love you, sweetie. Don't
Sorry,
take any offense
inside
to
joke.
anything I'm saying. Don't worry.
Inside jokes.
So some war.
Oh, what type of books?
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
They're fantasy. I'll have you know. And
I wouldn't
completely
expect
clean.
anything like that out of Amelia. Come on. Ah.
No.
Our producer is bullying us off screen.
Yeah, he's making me look like a lobster. My face is so warm right now.
If you could at least do me a favor and get us a water for the torment that you're putting us through.
Is there a Coke on that side?
Yeah. Do you want it?
Yes,
Do you want it?
please.
Here's your Coke.
Thank you. I left it over there too.
I do need more water, which is why I asked for water. And
Thank
you can wait to the
you.
camera while you're at it. Oh, are we? Oh, okay. No. Well, I mean, how long is it going to take for us to get on game? That's what.
So you might want to switch it back to us.
Make sure they know about time constraints as well, because it's just about 8:20. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure we're going to be able to. Yeah, okay.
Oh, the interviews? So we don't know who we're going to interview just yet. That's going to be determined throughout the match. But it's definitely going to be 2, 1 from each team.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Although I guess the specific requests are helpful.
yes. So if you have someone specific you want us to interview, please. Oh, we got Lucky Luke. That's the third player that I don't have written down.
Oh.
Sarah and Tomir. So it looks like we don't have Dub the Boss or Pinhead playing, but that is A-okay. And on the other side, we have Black Queen, Gamer, and I guess that's a Spirit or a Spiral. I think that's Spiral. That's an L. So those are the 3 players. Right now we have Lucky Luke and Sarah. Can you? So here's Lucky Luke. He's going on the defense. He just misses the ball, but they don't get it into the goal. Once again trying, but Lucky Luke goes straight for it. Heading towards the offensive, but it gets sent back to our side. It looks like WSU is playing extremely aggressively. Let's see if Tomir can turn this around. Exactly what I was expecting. But Gamer Girl Grill? That says Gamer Grill.
That does say Gamer Girl.
I'm just going to say Gamer. Takes the shot and lands the first point of the match.
Yeah. Already some very awesome gameplay I'm seeing from Washington already. But, you know, I'm still seeing some good, relatively offensive gameplay coming from our Vandals here.
Oh, that was way too close
and
for
some
comfort.
defensive gameplay. As we see our players now trying to move on to the opponent's side of the arena. Just
Queen
not making
takes
it.
a straight shot across
is not
the
where
arena.
it needs to be. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm not used to this being the lineup. So I don't think they're used to it being the lineup either, which might cause some conflict on how they play. Hopefully, this gets resolved and we take back control. Here we have Tomir heading back to defense, probably predicting that someone's going to take control of the ball, except for a clash to happen and sends the ball flying. Tomir goes for it, but he doesn't really get control, leaving it up to whoever can grab it.
Oh, yeah.
And here we have Gamer in control. Looks like Lucky sends it back and scores. That was beautiful. It's a wonder that it wasn't defended against because it was going rather slowly, but it just looked like none of the WSU players were in the right spot. So we were able to make that. It is now 1-2, 3 minutes and 11 seconds left. That launch got us an advantage, and Lucky Luke heads straight, but it's deflected by Spiral. And going for the shot, Tomir takes control back to us, and it looks like Sarah and Queen are going at it. Tomir takes control. He goes straight for the goal and scores. We love that. It is now 2-2. Tomir the technician. Sorry, I can speak. Anything you're seeing?
Nothing but good gameplay.
That's true.
As I sit in this part of the couch, I must make it clear my intentions. I am a brutal host. My analyst will just
do it.
You have the control. You can say almost anything you want as long as it won't get our Twitch channel taken down.
All right.
And I'm just here. I'm the passenger. I'm letting you drive. Although, obviously, I will assist in commentating if I see some awesome gameplay here.
So we're stuck in our defensive corner. We don't like that. Thankfully, Lucky Luke's taken action and gets it out of there. Spiral launches it back. We are once again in that same corner, struggling forward. A little bit of air dribbling gets us forward, but it's knocked back once again. We are going back and forth at that midline. Don't like that. And Spiral scores. Unfortunate. So that is now 2-3. A little bump by Spiral gets it in there. Just the right angle and no one at defense.
Yeah. seeing some kind of similarities between this game and the last one that we played with our varsity team, where some players are really just able to find those holes in defense and take advantage of them almost immediately.
I'll agree to that. And it looks like we just missed having another goal scored on us. But Spiral takes control, launching it back into our defense. There is no defenders, and it shows when Kamer makes another point. That is now 2-4. I do not like this score.
Yeah, but you know, if WSU, wow, if WSU is on top of it, they're gonna be on top of it. They're gonna take advantage of those holes every time they see one, and that could really end up being an unlucky match for our Vandals here.
Oh, straight off the kickoff, Sarah took control of the ball. She loses it just before a goal because of strong defense by WSU, but we get it back into their field, and it's launched into ours. Lucky Luke defends rather impressively. Spiral tries to take control, but Sarah's there with assist from Lucky Luke, it looks. And that was interesting. So Sarah and Tomir prevent it from getting into our defensive area. Tomir tries to go for a goal, and it is defended. Lots of just clashes. Nothing really big happening yet. 30 seconds remaining. Can we at least lessen this by a point? That'd be really nice. But Spiral, with an impressive defense, just kicks it out of their field straight to ours. Barely miss a goal. Tomir launches it. Ooh, that was unfortunate for Spiral. Instead of hitting it into the goal, she actually defends. So the first winner is WSU. 1 out of 5. We can take it back. I'm not intimidated.
A very brutal game, though.
Yes.
We saw a lot of aggressive gameplay coming from WSU. Some opponents that we're not really used to. And also, the environment is kind of different for our players here, as most of the time we're playing other teams from across the country. And, you know, having online sessions and having our team in a kind of confined area definitely creates for a different atmosphere than having your opponents right here in front of you. So I wonder if having them here is kind of either ruining the vibe or, you know, just creating some extra tension.
Yes. So I'd like to point out on the last match. Did you put it on auto?
Yes.
Okay.
I
And
figured there was something wrong there.
right off the bat at kickoff, Queen makes a score, making it 0-1. That is actually quite the beautiful play. Lucky Luke tried to get it, but just it didn't work out.
It seems like they had the boost window open just a little bit quicker, and while they tried to come in to save the ball, it didn't really work out in their favor there.
The same thing, but it bounces a little too hard. Tomir goes in for the shot, but defense is just too strong. Instead, it gets launched back into our field for our players to bounce it back. Wow. This game goes by really quickly. It may not seem like it because the ball's so large and it goes seemingly slow, but it really bounces everywhere. So Tomir tries to take control. Sorry, I'm hearing background music from the speaker, and it's just amusing. Spiral launches it at the goal, but it bounces off the top. Luke tries, but Queen launches it into our area. I'm saying launches a lot. If somebody gets a tally, they're probably going to get like 20. I need larger vocabulary. Sarah rolls into the ball, but it does very little. She tries to take control, but Gamer... Sorry, production's being mean, but not wrong.
Oh, and their defense was almost open, but they failed to take advantage just because, like, I'm pretty sure Spiral just hopped in very last second there, immediately
Ooh.
moving the game over to the other side of the court. Can
Saved
they
by
take
Lucky
advantage
Luke.
of their holes here? What?
See, this is the kind of back and forth, and Spiral scores because, well, really, if you look here, Spiral had control all the way around that corner, and Lucky Luke was inside the goal, so he wasn't able to defend properly, which is really unfortunate. It is now 2-0.
It seems like our players just keep finding themselves in situations where they're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes.
And, WSU is really able to grasp onto that.
And capitalize.
Yeah, which is unfortunate for our players here, but I can respect the gameplay, from our opponents here.
Here we have Sarah at the WSU goal. Gamer Girl takes control of the ball, starts taking it back to ours, misses the shot. Oh, but Spiral takes control, and she, I need a larger vocabulary. And she makes that shot. It is now 3-0. I'm not too sure we can come back from this because what I've noticed is once you have a 2-point difference, much like soccer, you can't recover from that easily.
No, not at all. But we still do have just about 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes left in the game. We could see some very shocking plays in this last little window of time, like that point right there, which I wasn't actually anticipating at all.
Yeah, so production makes a point that if WSU wins this game, it'll be 2-0, and comeback would be possible. It would just be very difficult, is all I'm saying. It's not impossible, but it'll be difficult, especially since the score is now 0-4. I'm hopeful for the next few games, but not really for this one. Tomir is going for the shot, misses. Queen calms down the ball a little bit because it was getting a little wild. But Sarah launches it back. Damn it. And Lucky Luke goes for the shot. Tomir and Sarah score! See, that's the kind of
beautiful shot.
This is the kind of teamwork that I'm used to seeing from our JV. Sarah and Tomir being up front, bouncing between each other, and just getting to that goal without the defense even knowing what's happening.
Of course, again, with our players here in the lab with us, there could be some added pressure that our players are not used to experiencing. And so trying to work around that and get over their nerves obviously is a challenge, especially with how the games have been going so far. We have been able to get a point up on the board, which is good. Might reignite some hope in our players and our spectators in the lab with us here. There's
Sarah
no
does
way to tell for right now, though.
That was beautiful control by Sarah. It may have only been for a little while, but Sarah's control over the ball just then was perfection. Luke tries to defend against Gamer Girl and Queen, or no, that was Spiral, sorry. Spiral comes back but is flanked by two of our Vandals. The ball is heading back to our court and is sent straight into the goal by Gamer. It is now 1-5.
Absolutely brutal.
Yeah, this is not the best play that I've seen from them.
But, hey, everyone has their off days. Everyone has their highs or lows. It's a little bit later into the night. Maybe we're a little tired.
Maybe we're a little tired, but, I mean, still. Here is Sarah going straight for the goal, and Luke capitalizes. We love that. I love
Immediately,
that.
coming in. Sarah trying to hold control over the corner and completely blocked by defense, but Luke was able to come in and just immediately tap that ball into the goal there.
Sarah set that up, and Luke capitalized.
It
I
was
love that.
beautiful.
Luke straight for the kickoff, but Queen sends it flying back into our court. All three of our defenders are there. Are they in the best positions? Probably not, but Tomir does take the ball, going straight for the other side. Luke assists, but Gamer sends it to our court. Gamer demolishes Tomir, and WSU wins their second game of the 5-game series. So if we want to win this series, we have to win all 3 of the next games. But look at this. They have more shots than us, they have more goals than us, and they have more assists than us, which honestly, not the best look. Can you press ready?
Not at all. We're about to take a break.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So obviously, some tough gameplay. It kind of sucks, but sometimes it is what it is. As Haley Williams from Paramore says, CS comme ça. I completely butchered that. That was awful.
It be what it be.
It be what it be. Yeah. We are about to go on for a break. 5-minute break to trade for a sub, pretty sure. So feel free to stick around, or I guess just don't go anywhere. You're stuck to your seat and you can't leave and you have to stay.
Just
we'll
come
see
back
you,
when we're ready.
Yeah, we'll see you in a few minutes.
back. Oh, wait, this is usually your job.
Well, it's usually the host job, but I guess that is my job tonight. Welcome back. We are here for our second round tonight, or I guess second series. It's still 2-0 in Washington's favor. We saw some pretty brutal gameplay from our opponents here tonight. We are in the start of our, I guess, third match tonight. Hoping to see some improvements from our JV team. We have subbed one of our players out for Dub, who's on the team now.
Which should really be in our favor. Tomir and Dub are a dynamite pair, to be honest.
I'm excited to see them work together. I'm excited to see what kind of scores that we can push, what kind of tension that we can create within the match here.
Look
maybe
at this.
get ourselves a
They're
point.
already so aggressive. Dub the Boss scoring 1-0. Honestly, I'm not even worried now.
Yeah, no.
Legitimately. I'm surprised that they took out Sarah. It's like Lucky Luke, he has been doing a good job. I'm not trying to say anything. It's just usually it'd be in this situation, it'd be Tomir, Dub, and Sarah.
I see.
But this is still good. Look at that. Gamer Girl going for the defense. Luke trying to take control of the ball, except for the fact that Spiral has just a little bit more force. Dub takes the ball, heading straight for the goal. Oh, gosh. Perfect. All three are there. He misses, but Tomir is there to try and get it back. Deflected. Gamer Girl tries to air dribble her way over to our side, but their Dub is again defense. Spiral misses her chance, their chance. I don't know at this point. I haven't talked to the players. Lucky Luke taps the ball, not enough to take it away from Gamer. Queen tries to steal it, going for the goal, but Luke sends it to the other side. Getting it a little back and forth with Gamer, but Gamer wins that. Tomir going for the goal, trying to take control, but Luke has to take over. Spiral launches it across, and Tomir's there stealing it. Dub the Boss kind of deflects a little bit. Queen heads back towards our goal, but we just have that solid defense, which is really nice. A little bit more of Dub taking an aggressive stance. There's a lot of movement, but not much action. There's some air dribbling from Tomir, but it fruitless. Oh, Tomir could have taken that. He does. He goes straight for the goal, but is defended by Queen. Luke heads back in, but once again, Queen is on the defense. Really solid there. Oh, Tomir just launches himself across the field and takes the ball. Gamer Girl goes in for a shot, but Tomir and Dub the Boss are there. Queen back on the defense, but Dub takes the ball. They're so close to the WSU goal. Woo, I'm excited. Tomir's there for defense. There we go. We love that. Air dribbling straight to the goal. Can he make it? No, he's a little off on the mark, but Luke is there hopefully for the assist. We see Dub the Boss. He backs up so he can get the right shot. Tomir is there, but so is Spiral. And Lucky Luke takes it, but Gamer goes straight for the goal. Dub defends. Perfect save from him. Spiral sends it. And can they get it? No. Dub is there with control over the ball, heading back to the goal, and posted. Spiral starts taking it back to our side, but Tomir is there, and so is Luke, and they start heading back towards the WSU goal. Just wrong angles on both sides. But, you know, it's okay. It's still 1-0 in our favor, so we can win this match. Oh, and Dub the Boss takes the second goal.
Beautiful. Absolutely amazing.
And we still have 33 seconds left. It looks like that was from an assist by Spiral. Probably not what they wanted to do there.
Yeah.
Kickoff starts, and Tomir and Gamer just clash in the middle, so very little movement. Trying to get a goal, but Luke is there to defend. Lots of aggression on their part, probably trying to close that gap with the last 15 seconds. But Luke is there to stop Queen. Spiral tries to launch it back, but Tomir is guarding the goal. Air dribbling, but oh man, it doesn't make it to the goal. Spiral deflects, and Idaho wins that match. We love that.
And like that, Idaho is able to get another point, or I guess their first point,
Yes.
out of our series here.
The series is now 2-1, still in favor of WSU. But, I mean, things are looking up.
Yes.
I told you, once Dub the Boss got on here, him and Tomir,
Yes.
it's no chance.
And I was I got to ready up. My bad.
It's not your fault. It's their fault.
Ready.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling great. I'm glad that the sub was made. It seems like it was a decision in the right direction here. I'm glad that we were able to like kind of figure things out with that last match and finally keep some good defense up. I think that was most of what we were missing throughout our last few games. Is like defense was always super empty, and WSU was really able to take advantage of that. But it looks like now we have more, kind of defense. I mean, obviously.
And Tomir goes straight for the goal, and he scores! Oh, I love that. He went straight from our side all the way. He had control. He followed the ball. That's what I was saying on the varsity team. When you follow the ball, you have a much higher chance of keeping it. So if you pass it, you follow it behind just to make sure that the other team can't get it.
And having that understanding of, how to control yourself and keep yourself around that ball is incredibly important.
There's a reason Tomir has the technician title. He's very good at movement and control. Here's Dub the Boss going straight for the goal, but Spiral takes it away. Tomir is there to take it back. Oh, love the back and forth here. Luke makes sure that they can't keep it in our side very long. And you notice how when we were with Luke, we look on one side, they were Dub and Tomir were on the offense. We look back and they're on defense. That's just how fast and how coordinated those two are.
It is wonderful to see, and obviously so important that we have someone that can do as good defense as Dub or Tomir.
Tomir demolishes Spiral, which is a nice advantage for us while they were pressing. Dub and Luke pair off and try to go forward, but Queen steals the ball. Tomir launches to the air, and Spiral takes it back to our side, trying to go for the goal, but just doesn't make it. Luke starts taking back control, and Dub the Boss sends it across the midline, but Spiral bounces it back. Whew, lots of back and forth. Oh, thank you. The count's actually 4. Oh, but Gamer scores in just a brief moment that all of our defense just barely miss. It is now 1-1, but we can take that back. Slight advantage on the kickoff towards WSU. However, either Dub or Tomir launched it to the other side. Spiral tried to take it to ours, but Dub the Boss deflects. And Queen tries to go for the shot, but just has the wrong angle. Gamer takes over, but is defended against by Dub and Lucky Luke. It just going back and forth here. Here's Luke trying to take control of the ball, but heads straight towards 2 defenders. And Spiral takes control. Dub the Boss launches it back. That makes it 5. Sorry. Queen and Oh, here's Luke. Has a straight shot and makes it. Oh, I love that. With an assist from Tomir and a bounce, Lucky Luke is able to make a perfect shot straight over Queen's head.
It's wonderful.
The score is now 2-1, and we are going into the next round.
Like I had mentioned at the beginning of the game, that substitute was a really good decision on part of the Vandals here. We're seeing a lot better defense, which is definitely something that we needed. We're seeing a lot more offensive play, more following the ball, more control. That just wasn't seen before in the last game. And that isn't to say that Sarah wasn't playing well, but that is to say that that kind of extra technical ability is definitely something that we needed.
So I think it really goes – so all of our JV players are really good individually. I will say that. And it's just how they're combined really matters. Sarah and Luke just don't usually go well together in a team makeup. However, remove one of them and put them on a different makeup and they shine. As we can see with Luke here, he's really shining on the defense and with the assists. And obviously, he made a goal. Queen tries to go in for another shot. Tomir is zooming after that ball. I just said zooming. Okay. And Luke keeps it from getting into our court. And Tomir follows up. However, I believe that was Gamer who tries to get it into our court. Queen is there, but Lucky Luke defends, following the ball. And Tomir takes control. And Dub is right behind him, just ready for the support. Gamer chases after the ball to our side. All three of our players are there for defense. Dub starts going on the offense with 30 seconds remaining. Lucky Luke follows behind, straight towards the goal, but is deflected, and we're chasing back after it. Here's Gamer going for the goal, but she misses. Oh, that was such a close call. But thankfully, we were able to get it out there. Lucky Luke has a straight shot. If he just controls the ball just a little bit more. Oh, unfortunately, he doesn't. Dub the boss launches it into the air. And Idaho wins. That makes the series score a 2-2 matchup. We are literally down to the match point. We're down to the match point. That's what I meant to say. There we go.
Yeah, and it's been wonderful seeing these players play. I can definitely tell that, you know, there are some really close moments. Now that we have a more proper lineup on the team, it is a very maybe I won't say even, but we have definitely patched some of the holes that we were missing. We've been able to get some more points up, maybe intimidate them a little bit more with the defense that we've been putting up these last few games. Hopefully those will give us the advantage that we need to either end that round or say GG and admit that we had a good game against Washington here.
I'll agree to that. That wasn't... Oh, sorry. I forgot what my train of thought was. In that interesting play, Spiral tries to take it away from the goal, and that little bit of intervention allows her to keep us from making that first point of the game. But we still have it in their court. Never mind. Gamer Girl tries to get it to our side. Tomir gets a little bit of a clash with Spiral. Dub the boss takes control. And Gamer Girl kind of goes head-to-head with Dub. And Tomir assists him, launching it back to our side. I'm not speaking in full sentences. But that's okay. You guys watching know what I'm talking about. Thanks, production. Thank you very much. We are so close to getting another goal. Luke is there. Dub is there. They're trying to support each other. And Tomir's right there. But we just miss it. Tomir's here. He has nearly a straight shot, but is defended against by Queen. And we are now playing defense. Tomir launches it, but it just misses. We still have a chance to make a goal here if we just take control. Here's Dub the Boss sending it into the air. Can he make it with Tomir as assistance? Oh, that is so close.
Right off the post, angled
But
just
we're
a
still
little
here.
bit too off.
Spiral tries to get it out of their area, but Luke tries to get it back in. Dub, they try to go for the, oh, unfortunately, Dub knocked the ball off a little bit, and Tomir was not able to get that straight angle. Tomir defends against Spiral, and Dub sends the ball flying. Gamer barely misses, and Spiral tries to follow up, but Luke takes it. Can they follow up? Does not look like it. Gamer takes it back to our side of the field. Dub the Boss sends himself flying, and Tomir takes it away from Gamer Grill, sorry. At this point, I don't care. Spiral sends the ball high, but Dub the Boss is the one that takes control. And can we get the ball to the goal? We're still at 0-0. This is anybody's game. We're at a minute and 50 seconds. That is intense. Gamer tries to get it back to our side. Lucky Luke barely misses it. But Dub makes sure to grab it before Spiral or Gamer can. Look at that. Beautiful control. Luke keeps it away and scores! That was amazing. So what you just saw was perfect technical control. Production is claiming home field advantage. I don't think that really counts in this situation.
Well, I mean, if you distract the opponents enough with
With our
cowbells and loud screaming, I think you can do just about anything on your home field.
We are now heavily playing defense. Oh, that was so... Oh, and Spiral makes that point because Spiral had a clear shot right there. Both our defenders at the time were either distracted or demolished, and it was just the perfect shot. It is now 1-1. We have a minute left, and honestly, this can go either way. We might have to go into overtime again. Here's Tomir getting into the air, and a straight shot. Can he get in? And he does! Look at that. 2-0, barely a few seconds in.
13 seconds. That's beautiful.
6 seconds. That's all it took for that goal to happen. 6 seconds.
Now, something I was noticing from Washington State was that they're still able to do as they were in their earlier games. They're still able to find those holes in the Vandals' defense and take advantage of them. But it seems like with our new lineup, it's a lot harder for them to do that. Our defense is really patched. They've kind of re-coordinated and kind of figured out where things need to be. And so they're able to, defend themselves and work together a lot better than our old lineup was able to.
Mm-hmm. And I will say that this lineup reads each other better.
Yes.
They follow up on each other's shots and each other's passes, which is really nice to see. Right here we have Lucky going in for the shot, but it fails. Tomir tries to back him up.
There are 10 seconds left on the clock. They're desperately trying to find an exit, but they're not able to.
Especially since we are on the aggressive. And
and with that, the Vandals wrap it up and take this series. I love how you weren't being optimistic at all. You were like, well, I mean, they'd have to win 3 games in a row. And we don't know, man.
That is what happened. I mean, I guess I put that up into the universe and it wanted to prove me wrong.
See, if you think about it, Amelia is like our anti-caster's curse. Because if you had me casting with as much optimism as I have, we would win nothing at all. We
I
would get
say
destroyed
something,
all
and the
time.
universe wants to prove me wrong.
Exactly, and that is the responsibility that the universe has given you by sitting in the caster's
Yes.
chair. I can't say couch.
So let's look at these stats. So it's not a lot of high numbers, but it's a lot of dispersed numbers. Let's look at this. Lucky Luke has a goal and assist in 2 shots. We've loved seeing that. And we have another goal, another save, and a shot. So what I'd like to point out with these stats is they do not say everything. So you can have like 10 saves, but unless it's under specific conditions, it won't be counted as a save. It has to be considered a shot to be considered a save. So there was actually a lot more than what was shown on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, let's see what... Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Oh,
Oh, okay.
this
Are
is-
we going straight to?
are straight...
All right. So
Do-
we're going straight to. I don't get a segue, but that's fine.
That's okay.
Give me your computer, actually.
Why?
Well, because. Welcome back, Vandals. It is your host, Kaz Phoenix, here with one of our WSU players from tonight here in the lab. Could you do us a favor and introduce yourself?
So my name is Wyatt. I play for the U of I team.
Oh,
actually.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
a
very
freshman
lost and very
here.
tired tonight. I'm so
You're
sorry.
right. You're right.
I just
but yeah,
ruined your reputation.
yeah, you're fine. You're fine. There's not much, so it's fun. But yeah, I'm a freshman here. I'm a champ 1 in Rocket League. That's about it.
Yeah. We, Amelia and I both really enjoyed watching you play. We saw the team very much take a very quick turnaround as we put you on.
Yeah.
So it was awesome seeing you play. It's awesome to have you here.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start off with the basics first. If you want to talk about the position that you play for your team.
Okay.
I guess primarily, of course.
I
'cause you're doing a
am
lot of
definitely
different
more of a
things.
defensive player.
Mhm.
Generally sit back and just wait for them to come to me.
Mm.
But generally all around I can go for shots, but most of the time just sitting in the back.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was very important. I was pointing that out during the game that that was something that we were lacking earlier on.
Okay.
So, seeing you come in and just really tighten up that defense, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
So what do you like about how this game went down tonight. What do you like about how you played, how your teammates played?
Okay. I did like how I was able to get up in the air a lot more
Mhm.
than the previous games. I didn't see much of that, but I was able to get up, make plays, definitely create passes and shots for my teammates. And then I guess the only thing my team could have done better is just communicated more.
Yeah.
We were trying to talk a little bit, but didn't talk as well as we could have.
Mm.
But yeah.
I was imagining that. Like Amelia was pointing out with this lineup for the team, it seems that you guys read each other better. But I also was wondering if the failure to read between teammates was just a lack of communication.
Yeah.
Which can happen. Sometimes things go quiet. There isn't much that you can do.
Yeah.
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 And then my fourth and final question for you tonight is, do you think you're better than the entire WSU team?
Oh shoot. I don't want to get like yelled at here, but
No,
potentially, yes.
Like,
At least the JV team.
you played great. We love you here in the casting corner, and it was lovely to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
How do we transition in between this? Does this coach have more? Is he bringing on other people or?
I'm gonna steal your interviewer. You're interviewing.
All right.
We just want to get these guys out of here.
All right. Yeah. Welcome back. Again, 2 out of 3 times that I'm going to say that tonight. Here I have with me.
Jack, I'm the captain of WSU Gold.
Well, it's nice to have you here. It's nice to meet you, man.
Of course, it was great to come here.
I'm going to hit you with 3 questions, as I'm sure you've been prepared with.
Yep.
Just to kind of figure out how things went for you and how you feel like you performed and all that.
Yeah.
So actually, let me just start with that immediately. How do you think you played, I guess, as an individual, and what did you think that you did or your team did well throughout the game?
Starting with me, I feel like I'm good at aerials or like good at hitting the ball, even if I don't hit the ball in the right spot. And I think my team was doing really well with communication this match. Like we usually don't communicate that often, and it was really good today. And what else was there?
No, no, that was mostly it for, I guess, that question. My next question for you is how, how you feel like things could have been better. You guys did have the upper hand towards the beginning of the series, and as that substitute was made, there was a bit more that kind of fell through. And I want to hear your thoughts on that as the captain.
Yeah. I know, like, after the first two matches, or the first two games, you guys swapped somebody in. At that time, I was definitely thinking, like, they plan to take 3 games from us in a row. Like, and I don't know if we played any different. Maybe we were a little bit more intimidated by that, obviously. That if that's your guys' strategy, it's working, you know?
I've noticed it in some of the other games that we play, that we always kind of keep our secret weapon for later. Yeah, I mean, it sucked, but I guess my third question for you is actually kind of just about the environment. We Vandals are very proud of our players here. Was the, I guess, change in environment kind of stressful for you? Did it create any more tension in the matchup or the players?
It definitely created a little more tension. I felt like we were doing pretty good with it. I actually really enjoyed having an audience there. Like, my teammate, his tag was Gamer Grill. He was saying, dude, this is just like Wii Sports. like the second one of you guys almost got a goal. That's so fun.
I was hearing that from the background, and I thought that was very entertaining. Well, thanks, Jack. Thanks for coming here to play. It was nice to have you. It was nice to meet you. And I think we are off to our final interview for the night. And finally, welcome back for the third and final time tonight. Here I have with me
Sarah. Hi.
It was nice to have you here tonight. We loved your gameplay from the night. We loved seeing most of our Vandals gameplay and heard a lot of hype from this corner over here. So I guess I kind of just want to start off with how you think you played, how you think your team played, what you guys think you did really well, what you think you did really well individually.
Okay. I think the first game was a little bit rough for me personally. It was kind of just like getting into the rhythm, and the first time I've played a game here, so it was a little rough. But by the second game, I was kind of getting into it. I think our team was doing really well with like taking shots and taking chances. As far as improving, I think we definitely need to work on our communication overall. Just like telling each other like where we are and who's committing, stuff like that. But overall, I think we did really well.
Yeah. I think it's cool that you guys are mostly on the same page. Stub came over and kind of talked about the communication issue as well. So it's good that other team members are able to see like where mistakes were made and where you guys need to improve in the future.
For sure. Yeah.
And Let's see. I didn't actually prepare a third question. I've been asking people random stuff, and I don't want to be mean, so I need to think of something that like won't get me in trouble with my boss. Let's see. Diggs, do you have a question? Can you give me a question here? I'm struggling to think. It's late. All right. Okay. To beginners who are looking into either starting to play Rocket League or starting to play Rocket League competitively, what advice would you give them?
Well, the biggest thing I would say is there's like this big learning curve in Rocket League. At the start, it's really hard, and you're gonna play awful, and that's just how it works. Eventually, you'll figure it out, and it gets a lot better, and then you actually start having fun. So just stick with it.
Yeah. That's amazing advice, as you heard it here. Persevere.
Exactly.
Sarah, it was nice having you on stream tonight. It was nice having you on the team. Enjoy that victory. Say GG's to your opponents. And I guess we're signing off for the night. Yeah. It's very late, and I'm very ready to go home, and I'm sure everybody else is as well. We hope that you had a nice night in our stream, and we hope to catch you again soon.